Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105. Hello everyone, I'm Simon Preston, and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the channel where we get everything in relation to Jamaican football, men, women. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. So let's get right into the match, shall we, and talk about the Reggae Girls. I know this is a topic that a lot of people will find compelling right now, and I think it's imperative to know what is the next step. So, for the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup in France, the Jamaicans fell 3-0 to Brazil. Also fell to the Italians 5-0 before going down 4-1 to Australia. Now, Jamaica has qualified for back-to-back World Cups. An absolutely amazing feat. A feat that should be recognized, valued, highlighted, truly, truly commended. Back-to-back World Cups, and Jamaica's going to play a team that they played in at the last World Cup. It's like we're always playing teams that we played in the past. There's always a script or a story behind Jamaica being in groups of a tournament. You know what I'm saying? Always a script behind it, but we press forward, and it will be interesting to see the situation in relation to who will play in terms of that playoff Group C winner. I think that's going to be quite an interesting one to pin down. But we take on France on July 23 in Sydney before playing that playoff winner on the 29th in Perth, and then face off against Brazil on August 2 in Melbourne. So it is an exciting period of time ahead for Jamaican football. So the title of this video, what do the Reggae Girls need to do? What is needed for them to get to the round of 16 of this upcoming World Cup? What needs to change? Well, the Jamaica Football Federation, through their president, Michael Ricketts, has said that they will need a $2 billion budget in order to adequately prepare the team. Now, this will comprise training camps and also comprise matches leading up to the World Cup in July. There are a couple of FIFA windows in the 2023 calendar year before the summer, and every single FIFA window must be activated, must be utilized. And there is a grand opportunity for us to do so in February, because in February, while the intercontinental playoffs are taking place, there is an opportunity for Jamaica to make an arrangement with New Zealand. New Zealand would like to play against a team on February the 20th next year and also February 23. This is an opportunity for our players to, although we don't have our games in Australia, an opportunity for the team to go down under, experience the long flights, get accustomed to conditions in that area, which is similar to Australia. It might not be Australia specifically, but at least the players get a zest and a feel of the long flight, the journey, so that by the time July comes around for the World Cup, it's not all brand new for them. You give them that experience of that long flight. Yes, they did go to South Korea, but this is different. This is down under, where they'll get that feel of the World Cup, be immersed in what is to come. And I think that is so important and critical for the girls as they prepare ahead of this journey ahead. So New Zealand has a window that they would like to play on the 20th of February and also the 23rd. Chile also is looking for a friendly on the 17th of February as well. So February 17, 2023, these are dates that we can negotiate with the Chilean Football Association or the New Zealand Football Association in Hamilton and Auckland to play a couple of games. That is one aspect in terms of preparation for matches. Camps, now, look, I know very much that every single stakeholder is going to want a piece of the Reggae Girls' success. I know that's hard off the top of my hand. And I know every corporate entity is going to be immersed in that as well, taking pictures, treating them to fancy luncheons, treating them to spa dates, treating them to a festival, a music. So I know everybody's going to want to be in their face, left, right, and center. But like I said in a previous video, I'm going to repeat again. It has to be repeated that sponsorship and media obligations should be limited. And if it is a situation where this is mandatory, then it doesn't have to be every single member of the team. I know it's the sponsors that pay the bills. I really do understand it. But we have to think about the performance as well. And leading into a World Cup, if we have matches on the 23rd, 29th August too, we should not be having media obligations in late June. That should all be done and dusted by March, April, to be quite frank with you. By the time June comes around, yes, media can have their 1 and 2 interviews, but to go to a sponsorship engagement in Montego Bay on a Monday and then having a sponsorship engagement in Portland on a Tuesday or flying to London on the Wednesday, we can't do that. We can't. We simply just can't, and it's not a disrespect to the corporate entities. We have to think about the well-being of their players. Do you know that the life of a professional athlete after training, they just want to lounge in their hotel room, they just want to lounge in the players' lounge, they just want to relax. It takes a lot out of being in a situation where you're in a hotel, you're going from hotel to hotels, and then after training, you're back at the hotel, and then you have a meeting with the coaching staff, you have video analysis, you have team meetings, you have physio, you have your family that just pop by the hotel. It is a lot, tremendously a lot. And when day after day after day after day after day after day after day, there's an obligation, it's too much on the players. And this is something that needs to be limited. And I know what Jamaica is like. I was born there. I've lived there my entire life. The most I've spent outside the country is 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, now I've been outside of the country for 4 or 5 weeks. But I can tell you specifically that this is something that needs to be stressed and immersed. Limiting obligations with the sponsorship entities. I'm not saying no. I'm saying not every day. Not every day. So that is what I'll say where that is concerned. What else is needed? Well, I think we have quality players, if I'm being frank with you. The midfield and the attack looks really good. I think in terms of the defense, that's perhaps an area that can be strengthened. So you have the Swaby sisters. I'm hoping that Konya Plummer over these next 5-6 months can be able to strengthen and get back to our best. So by the time the World Cup comes around, it's a headache for Coach Lauren Donaldson. I want him to have that headache when it comes to that team selection for the first game against the French. Does he go with the Swaby sisters that were so reliable during the qualifiers? Or do you bring back the skipper and have Allison beside him and perhaps put Chantal in the midfield or as an understudy to the two centre halves? Or do you go the back three? For me, I'm more leaning towards the 4-3-3. I think it's something that is fluid, something that the team understands quite well, and something that I would want to stick with. 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, or 4-1-2-3. That's how I look at it, personally. Right back, now we know there is Ashana Campbell, there is Dominique Bonflaza, Tierney Wiltshire, but you also have Tiffany Cameron that is learning the position quite well, and her skill set is progressing quite nicely in that position. So she remains a firm option in that position, and that is why, for me, outside of Bunny Shaw, she's on the plane. She's on the plane to Australia, for me. I mean, I'll get into another video, but I can name you 8 players right now that are definitely on the plane for the World Cup. Khadija Bunny Shaw, Tiffany Cameron, Jodie Brown, Sydney Schneider, Rebecca Spencer, Drew Spence, Chinyelu Asha, Trudy Carter. Those are 8 names that are definitely on the plane. And I know we'll get into another video about it, but for me, Havana Salone makes the plane, so that's 9. Yeah. Alison Swaby 10, Chantal Swaby 11, Denisha Blackwood 12. And we still basically halfway there. You know what I'm saying? For me, Sade Damalekon makes the plane too. So that's 13. Right there. Kanya Plummer, Vian Sampson, that's 16. You know? Exciting times. It's exciting times. I had Kayla McCoy, 17. But let's save that for another video. Jamaican football fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content.
This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105.